Goals and agenda. For bleeding, chapter 8 and 9. Working on vocabulary.
Okay, blood. There are major functions of blood. That is for transporting oxygen, nutrients, and waste. It protects against disease. And also for maintaining our body temperature. Going back to the beginning when we talked a little bit about what our systems do for us. Okay, of course, maintaining body temperature is one of them. Blood cells that we have, white blood cells, red blood cells, of course, are there and are necessary, the right amount of both in our bodies. Otherwise, we can get a disease of some sort, whether it's leukemia or what have you. There's going to be a shortage of one or a larger amount of another. We want to make sure it can fight off using the antibodies to be able to do that. Knowing the function is very important to understand. Biggest part is the transporting of oxygen. So when we're giving CPR, right, that's the whole point of it, right? So we're pressing on the chest. We're trying to transport oxygen, all right, oxygenated blood to the major organs, brain, okay, heart, lungs, things like that. That's what we're trying to do. Okay, just talk a little about the blood vessels. Arteries carry blood away from the heart. And some of you were asking about that blue and the red, what that all meant. The arteries are carrying blood away from the heart. So as blood goes in the heart, of course, then it goes away. That is where the arteries come in. Capillaries link the arteries and the veins, so they're kind of a combination. The veins are the ones that carry blood back to the heart. So that's where we talked about the vein. Of course, when we have a shot, all right, we have that defibrillator. That's why we have to make sure that that is being shot the correct way. That's why the patches are on the right, the left side, so it goes straight through. Okay, part of that. Again, it's going to carry the blood back to the heart. So that's where the blue and the red come in to show you that. And it has the colors there. Here. Red, blue. The blue is the veins. That's oxygen. That's why they just put the blue and the red. Does that make sense now? So let's just stop for a second and just kind of think about some of the things we've already talked about now. Some things that are important about the functions of blood. What might somebody else from another class need to know about blood and the functions? What's important? What do you think? That someone would want to know why we have blood. You wrote it down in your paper there. It's on the last screen. Yep. Supports oxygen, right? And that supports that, which we're talking about, how it carries blood away and to the heart, depending on what the veins or the arteries or the capillaries. Okay. What are some other functions of the blood? Yep. Right, protects against diseases. So we have to make sure we have blood for, those are two main reasons right there, and functions of the blood. Very good. So when bleeding occurs, so here we are as, CPR, first aid, responders, and we're trying to help somebody that is in need. When bleeding occurs, the brain, the heart, and the lungs, which we talked about, are the three main ones, right? They attempt to compensate for loss by maintaining flow of blood to vital tissues and vital organs. The uncontrolled bleeding is what we consider life-threatening. So when we get to a situation where we're trying to do CPR, right, we know that we have to control the bleeding. How do we control the bleeding? How do we control bleeding? What do? We give pressure, right? All right. So of course we use our best judgment, and we have to make sure that we use proper sense, using gloves and things like that, protective barriers, all right, all the things that we talked about, right, we tested on. We want to make sure that those are important. We have to make sure that we do that, right? We have to make sure we control the bleeding before we give CPR. The brain, heart, and lungs, those are the main things that we're dealing with CPR, right? Cardio, pulmonary, resuscitation, right? So we have to deal with the heart and the lungs and the brain to make sure that the brain functions. We have to make sure we oxygenate by compressing and giving air. Correct? Okay. So when we're in a situation where we have to help somebody, and
first you get it on your forearm with your hand on the mandible, and then you need to brace it with your knee, and you use the heel of your palm to do 5 back blows in the middle of the back, and then you switch it over, you hold the back of its head on your other arm, and you do 5 chest thrusts with your 2 fingers just below the nipple line, and then you switch back and keep going.
And how long do you continue to do this?
You do this until it opens up and they can breathe, or someone, or like EMS arrives.
All right, another trained professional takes over.
So they don't choke on their vomit.
Okay, in this recovered position, they are not going to be able to vomit and choke on it.
Right.
And then what else do we put a recovered position for?
So that because it's more comfortable for them to be.
And if you want to leave the scene, you're able to do so.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're positioned.
Right. Thank you. Show me that serve, Hannah. All right, Dustin. There you go. Good try. Colonel performing the box squat. Jane Russ performing the bench press, spotted by Chandler McFalls. Good form, going through his repetitions. (16, 17, 18, 19, 20, flip it, ready, and up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, shoulders up, 18, 19, and 20, flip it, second set, ready, and down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, come on, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, flip it over. Ready, and up. 1, shoulders, blades up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Russ performing the pull-ups. This on the very end. Julian Monday doing some push-ups. Variations.
Down 11, up, down 12, up, down 13, up, down 14, up, down 15, up, down 16, up, down
Stay in rhythm.
17, up, down 18, up,
Many as you can.
down 19, up, down 20, up.
Straight up.
21, up, 22, up, down 23, up, down 24, up, down 25, up, 3, down, 4, down, 5, down.
Work on form. Face down. Elbows bent. Stay in rhythm.
Down, up 11, down, up 12, down, up 13, down, up 14, down, up 15, down, up 16, down, up 17, down, up 18,
Many as you can. Keep it going.
up 19, down, up 20, down, up 21, down, up 22, down,
Good, Nico. Keep it going.
up 23, down, up 24, down, up 25, down, up 26, down, up 27, down, up 28, down, up 29, down, up 30.
Get through it. Let's go. Keep it going.
Up 31, down, up 32, down, up 33, down, up 34, down, up 35, down, up 36, down,
Performing crunches. Each of them do sets. So here's a demonstration of bench press with a spotter.